Hello, guys, and welcome. I just want to quickly go over some breaking news revolving Aston Villa, and that is that they will, and well, they're not will, but have appointed Unai Emery as manager, and he will take over on November the 1st. So, yeah, it's been announced Unai Emery has left Villarreal and will join Aston Villa on November the 1st. Um, yeah, to be fair, when I first read this, I was shocked. Um, Unai Emery's always been one of those sort of managers that you think would have a top job. We saw him at PSG, we saw him at Arsenal, but he's been unsuccessful at most clubs, which kind of struck me as strange as to why Aston Villa have been able to persuade him to take their job. I didn't think he'd be the sort of manager that Aston Villa would go in for. I'm not saying it's a bad job for Unai Emery, but he's just not the sort of manager that I would picture being in Aston Villa's dugout. Saying that, do I think he can get the best out of Aston Villa? I'm not sure he's the right man for the job. I think he will struggle at Villa. No, I'm never one to pull a manager down, but just going on his track record and his style of play didn't really suit the Premier League first time around, so obviously he'll be hoping for a different story second time around. Aston Villa have got a good squad. Don't get me wrong; they've got quite a few good players within that squad. I think it's just trying to get the best out of those players that managers struggle with. Dean Smith struggled with it. Steven Gerrard struggled with it. Unai Emery is a, a good manager. I do believe he has got pedigree. He's done well at Villarreal. A job that many people thought he'd stay in for a while. I mean, that's why I said I was a little bit shocked that he'd actually become Villa manager as of November the 1st. Anyway, he will. Like I said, I am quite surprised that he has taken on the role full time. As to why he's left Villarreal, I don't know. We don't know if there was problems behind the scene or not, but he always seemed quite settled at Villarreal. When we've seen him, um, he's always seemed quite settled and like he's been enjoying it at Villarreal. So that's why I was a little bit surprised by the decision for him to become Aston Villa manager. Obviously, Valencia haven't got a huge budget. Um, he's obviously managed Arsenal as well, and the likes of PSG, and so he has got a bit of pedigree. He has got a bit of a good CV on him, Unai Emery. The only thing I remember him from his Arsenal days is his English. I don't know about you, but his English was never the greatest. But no, I think Aston Villa fans will be happy with that appointment. You've got to give him time. He's not going to come in and be an instant success. I don't think that's going to happen. You've obviously got to give Unai Emery time to get his ideas across. I don't think any of those players have worked under Unai Emery before, so it will be new to them. So like I said, yeah, you just got to give him time and give him time to get his ideas across. Like I said, again, see which players it is he wants to work with, which players he doesn't. I think that's going to be important for figuring out what he can do and where he feels he can take this club. Obviously, this season it's just staying in the Premier League is going to be their main goal. Evidently, because at the moment they're that far down in the table that anything else is going to be unrealistic. They're not going to be pushing for a European spot or anything like that. That's just not going to happen. It's just way too soon. I think the best they could probably hope for is obviously mid-table, which they will feel that they should be able to achieve. I think they can achieve it. I think if they can have a solid second half of the season after the World Cup and January the window, if they can maybe get maybe rid of a bit of dead weight, get in a couple of quality signings. Maybe they can do a little bit better than what they have been. Because, well, let's face it, it's not exactly been the easiest start to life for Villa this season. They've had a big struggle, and I think they need a manager who's got experience at the top end of a table, as well as, you know, a little bit of a know-how of the Premier League. Obviously, we all know he has got a little bit of a know-how of the Premier League. He knows how the Premier League works. We've seen him with Arsenal. Okay, things didn't go well at Arsenal, but he knows what he's doing, and I think he deserves time. He's got to get his ideas across. We've seen it. We've seen what he can do. He's a Europa League winning manager. He's won La Liga. Yeah, not La Liga, sorry. He won Ligue 1. He's been in the Premier League before. He does deserve a bit of time. Obviously, Villa fans are still going to be reeling about losing Steven Gerrard. They thought he was going to be given more time than what he actually got. But at the end of the day, as any football club has to, you have to move on. And, unai Emery is the new. And, like I said, he's got to be given time. He's got to be backed by the board. And November the 1st will be officially his first day in charge of Aston Villa. So, I'll be looking forward to seeing him back in the Premier League. Obviously, I think first time around wasn't smooth. It was an Arsenal team that was really struggling at the time. They weren't the team they are now under Mikel Arteta, and obviously, it was always going to be difficult for unai Emery to take over at a team like Arsenal at that time. And I think, like I said, I don't think he was given enough time at Arsenal. I think he deserved maybe a little bit more time to see what else he could do with that team. But no, like I said, I think Aston Villa fans are obviously going to see the excitement in it, as you've got to. Obviously, it's a fresh manager, it's a fresh face, it's a new start. Maybe he can get the best out of certain players. Maybe he can get the best out of key players like Philippe Coutinho. Who since coming to the club has struggled a little bit. So if he can get maybe the best out of them, then I think they'll be in a good place to really push on and like I said, this season it'll be mid-table, and then maybe next season be a little bit stronger. Anyway, guys, it's a little bit longer than what I expected, but please let me know what you think of this appointment. Do you think he'll do a good job? Do you think he'll fail? Do you think he'll have a good start and then it'll slow down, or do you think he'll have a poor start and then pick up? Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and please subscribe for more videos like this. Anyway, guys, I'll see you soon.